You are the one, girl, and you know that it's true. I'm feeling younger every time that I'm alone with you. We were sitting in a parked car, stealing kisses in the front yard. We got questions we should not ask, but how would you feel if I told you I loved you? It's just something that I want to do. I'll be taking my time, spending my life, falling deeper in love with you. So tell me that you love me too. In the summer, as the lilacs bloom, love flows deeper than a river. Every moment that I spend with you, we were sat upon our best friend's roof. I had both of my arms round you, watching the sunrise replace the moon. How would you feel if I told you I loved you? It's just something that I want to do. Taking my time, spending my life, falling deeper in love with you. So tell me that you love me too. Sitting in a parked car, stealing kisses in the front yard. We got questions we should not ask. How would you feel if I told you I loved you? It's just something that I want to do. Taking my time, spending my life, falling deeper in love with you. Tell me that you love me too. Tell me that you love me too. Tell me that you love me too.
I don't know, but I believe that some things are meant to be, and that you'll make a better me. Every day I love you.
I never thought that dreams came true.
though we're the very best,
I know that I am truly blessed. Every day I love you,
and I'll give you my best. Every day I love you. Oh yeah.
well, you done me and you bet I felt it. I tried to be chill, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks. Now I'm trying to get back. Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving it my bestest, and nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. Open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and damn, you're free. I look into your heart and you'll find love, 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 and love. Listen to the music of the moment, people dance and sing. We're just one big family, and it's our God-forsaken right to be loved. Love, 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 loved. So I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm sure there's no need to complicate. Our time is short. This is our fate. I'm yours. Do you, but do you, but do you want to come on? I scooch on over closer, dear, and I will nibble your ear. So de ba ba boom ba boom. I've been spending way too long checking my tongue in the mirror and bending over backwards just to try to see it clearer, but my breath fogged up the glass, and so I drew a new face and I laughed. I guess what I'll be saying is there ain't no better reason to rid yourself of vanities and just go with the seasons. It's what we aim to do. Our name is our virtue, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. Open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and damn, you're free. I look into your heart and you'll find that the sky is yours. So please don't, please don't, please don't. There's no need here to complicate, 'cause our time is short. This is our fate. I'm yours.
I can hear her heartbeat for 1,000 miles, and the heavens open up every time she smiles. And when I come to her, that's just where I belong. Yet I'm running to her like a river song. She give me love, 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 crazy love. She gives me love, 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 crazy love. She's got a fine sense of humor when I'm feeling low down, and when I come to her, when the sun goes down. She takes away my trouble, takes away my grief, takes away all of my heartache in the night like a thief. She give me love, 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 crazy love. She give me love, 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 crazy love. Crazy love. She gives me love, 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 crazy love. Yes, I need her in the daytime. Oh, but I need her in the night. Yes, I wanna throw my arms around her, kiss her, hug her tight. And when I'm returning from so far away, she give me some sweet loving, brighten up my day. Yes, it makes me righteous, it makes me feel whole, and it makes me mellow down to my soul. She gives me love, 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 crazy love. She gives me love, 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 crazy love. She gives me
Will you all rise? Who gives this woman to be married to this man?
Your mother and I do.
You may be seated. We have come together, families and friends in the presence of God, to witness Kevin and Monique as they exchange the vows of marriage. Marriage was established by God as an honorable state among men, and so not to be entered into casually or by chance, but entered into love and reverence for the Lord. We share with them their delight in finding love with each other and support their decision to be together from now until the end of time. They give thanks for the past which brought them to this place and look forward to hope with what the future will bring. 1 Corinthians says that love is patient and kind. It is not jealous or boastful, not irritable or resentful, not arrogant or rude. Love does not insist on its own way. It does not rejoice in the wrong, but rejoices in the right. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes in all things, endures all things. Love never ends. This marriage is a symbol of Kevin and Monique's commitment to that love. It is their words, their intentions, their vision that must define and shape this marriage. So I call upon them now to state their promise before this audience, the pledges that will bind them together. Kevin?
Monique, ever since I met you in college, you've always had a special way of making me laugh and smile. It wasn't until we started dating that I really knew how blessed I was to have you as a part of my life. You've reminded me to celebrate the joys and happiness in everything. You've supported me whenever I needed a shoulder to lean on. In times of hardship, when I've had a stressful day at work, or a moment when I miss my grandmother. Even when I physically needed a shoulder to lean on, because I broke my ankle practicing karate moves at a seaside cliff. Or when I ate a bad, but very delicious, snail in Paris. You were right there beside me to help. As your husband, I promise to always be there to laugh at your jokes, whether they're for groups or just for one. To always make up new dance moves with you in the kitchen and living room. Then plan how we'll showcase them to the public. To be your #1 fan who never misses your at-home Celine Dion concert performances. I promise to always love and support you, no matter what hardships we're going through. To be understanding and strong as we walk side by side together in life and in faith. And while I may stumble at times, I promise to always strive to be the best husband to you and father to our future family.
Kevin Bear. It's still hard to believe that we've been friends for 10 years. And although we lost touch for a few years in between, I'm so thankful that God helped us find our way back into each other's lives again. Because I think that friendship really laid such a strong foundation for us. In the past 5 years that we've been in a relationship together, you've helped me grow as a person, you've helped me explore different parts of the world, and you've shown me what a wonderful man you are. I have never felt so loved and appreciated so deeply as I do with you. I always know you have the best intentions, and I can see how genuinely you care for our friends and family. In the years to come, I promise to be honest, faithful, loving, trusting, and forgiving. I can't promise perfection, but I can promise to try. To try to be patient, to try to show my appreciation for you each day through both my words and my actions. To try to make you laugh when you're feeling down, even if it's one of my corny puns and you're just laughing at how bad it is. To try to be the best wife and future mother of our children, because I know you'll be a great father. Just try not to teach them too many of the pranks that you used to pull. We are so blessed to have been able to see and do so much together, and I can't wait to continue exploring every corner of the world with you. You'll always be my Kevin Bear.
All right, may we have the rings. All right, Kevin, as you place the ring on Monique's finger, please repeat after me. With this ring, I marry you.
With this ring, I marry you.
And bind my life to yours.
And bind my life to yours.
It is a symbol of my eternal love.
It is a symbol of my eternal love.
My everlasting friendship.
My everlasting friendship.
And the promise of all my tomorrows.
And the promise of all my tomorrows.
Monique, as you place the ring on Kevin's finger, please repeat after me. With this ring, I marry you.
With this ring, I marry you.
And bind my life to yours.
And bind my life to yours.
It is a symbol of my eternal love.
It is a symbol of my eternal love.
My everlasting friendship.
My everlasting friendship.
And the promise of all my tomorrows.
And the promise of all my tomorrows.
Today, Kevin and Monique are making a lifelong commitment to share their lives and to honor one another. To symbolize the joining of their lives into one, we will celebrate this union through the lighting of the unity candle. So these two candles are symbolic of separate people in their own right. They represent your individual spirits, your individual connections with God, and all that you are, and all that you have been, and all that you will become. Please take your candle and light the cinder candle together, representing your marriage. As the candle of your marriage burns brightly, remember that the two candles of yourselves, though not lit, are not diminished. You do not disappear in marriage, you remain you. But in joining, both lights are brighter as one. Each supports each other. From this day onward, may you relish in the beauty of the light of your love. May its light shine bright and steady upon your path together, and may its heat keep you warm through all the days of your lives and beyond. And in future days, when days grow dark, light this candle as a reminder At this time, I'd like to invite Kiera, she is, forward. And this is Monique's niece. She's going to come and share a special reading she's prepared.
The little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say, I love you, at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It has at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue throughout all the years. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together facing the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers throughout the whole family. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is not expecting the husband to wear a halo or the wife to have wings of an angel. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It is finding room for the things of the Spirit. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is establishing a relationship in which the independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and obligation is reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner.
Kevin and Monique, it has been wonderful getting to know the two of you, and I feel privileged to be a witness to a wonderful marriage God is making with the two of you. It isn't every day that we get to see real-life love stories being created. And knowing you two are starting a new life with God as your center makes all of us gathered here excited for you. In fact, before I speak any longer, why don't you just take a moment in this space, take a deep breath, and look out to all those that have come to support you. It's pretty incredible, isn't it? So what makes yours a good love story? It has been acts of thoughtfulness and words of encouragement. I think humor has been a big part as well. Over time, you have gained respect for each other's qualities, your strength of character, trustworthiness, and kindness. And as you remain faithful to the vows that you made, protecting your marriage, your love story will continue to be a blessing to both you and all those around you and all those here today. There's a beautiful love story woven throughout the Bible. This is the love of God for his people. We see it in Genesis when Adam and Eve are created and placed in a perfect world. We see it in Ruth when Boaz becomes a kinsman redeemer for Ruth, protecting her. We see it in Song of Solomon, in poetry, describing the love of a king for a common girl. We see it in the Gospels in Mary and Joseph, chosen to be the parents of Jesus, the God in flesh. We see this love story in Jesus, who stoops to heal and forgive everyone who came to him in faith. And God's love story is one that you can mirror as you begin your lives today. His love is patient, it is kind, it does not envy or boast. His love is not proud. God's love does not dishonor others. It's not self-seeking. It's not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. God's perfect love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in truth. It always trusts, it always hopes, and always perseveres. His love never fails. And to me, is the most amazing thing about it is with God's love story as the center of your love story, you will learn how to love better, becoming more like Christ, which is his goal for you, Kevin. This love Christ has given you was a free gift. You did not have to work for it, and over the course of your marriage, you will have opportunities to give each other gifts. 3 particular I want to share with you today. The first is the gift of acceptance. Oftentimes it is difference that draws two people together in marriage. We are often drawn to someone who has strengths in areas where we are weak. But sometimes the very things that draw you together are, over time, the things that can pull you apart. And if you're not careful, your tendency is to try and change things about the other person. Your role in this marriage is not to try to change the other person, but instead to love God, love each other, and give God the space to bring about the transformation and growth He desires for your marriage. So keep assuming the best of the other person and give each other the gift of acceptance. The second gift is the gift of faithfulness. Faithfulness is defined as the fulfillment of a promise. The public declaration of your vows today are so incredibly important. But even more important is living out those vows. It is living out those vows when you've grown old and forget things, or when sickness comes. It is living out those vows when financial pressures mounts. It is living out those vows when the newness of marriage has worn off and life becomes a comfortable routine. Both of you have learned what a true gift is, to have a partner who is faithful. So I pray that even when life gets hard, you continue to give each other the gift of faithfulness. The last gift I share with you is the gift of forgiveness. God's word tells us to be kind and compassionate to each other, forgiving each other just as Christ forgave you. No marriage is perfect, except for mine. My wife's here, so she hears that. But that's because it is a union between two imperfect people. Each of you brings into the marriage your strengths and your weaknesses. There will be times when you will fail each other, and that's okay. Times when you're not the husband or the wife that God desires you to be. So how do you make sure that those failures don't separate you from each other? By offering your spouse the same gracious gift that God offers to you. So give the gift of forgiveness and be sure to keep saying, I forgive you. Always be proud of each other. Build each other up. Learn to praise the unique gifts of your life partner. And when you get discouraged, look to the God of love as your example and your motivation. He wrote your love story. Allow Him to continue adding chapters. Will you join me all in prayer as we ask God together to bless Kevin and Monique in their marriage? Let's pray. Our gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for bringing this couple together as we celebrate their new life together. May you always be the center of their marriage. May they always put you first in their lives. May they grow closer to you as they embark on this journey as one flesh. And may they always love each other by the examples you have shown us in your word. Bless this couple and the years of marriage that await them. For it is in your name of your Son, Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen. Amen. Whew, almost done. But before we get to the best part of the service, I want everyone to invite everyone to pull up your bubbles. Everyone hopefully got some bubbles when you walked in the doors. We're going to get ready to celebrate. All right, Kevin and Monique, you had chosen to be joined in marriage today. The Bible states that two are better than one. They receive a good reward for their toil, because if one fails, the other can help the companion up again. In my presence and in the presence of your family and friends, you have exchanged vows and made promises. But before we go on, let's pause for just one more moment. Your wedding day is one that seems to fly by. So I want you to take a few moments and go looking into each other's eyes. I want you to think about the happiness that you're feeling in this place and in this moment. Really let that feeling register in your heart and your mind. It's an incredible moment, isn't it? This is one that you'll remember for the rest of your lives. Therefore, with the blessing of God, it is my pleasure to now pronounce you husband and wife. Yeah. And you now kiss your bride.
Waiting for me. You just kiss when you fell in love. Not knowing what share her home. I found the love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. I still kiss, but we were so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time, darling. Just hold my hand, be my girl, I'll be your man. I see my future in your eyes, baby.
You're a falling star, you're the getaway car, you're the line in the sand when I go too far. You're the swimming pool on an August day, and you're the perfect thing to say. And you play it coy, but it's kinda cute. Oh, when you smile at me, you know exactly what you do. Baby, don't pretend that you don't know it's true, 'cause you can see it when I look at you. And in this crazy life, and through these crazy times, it's you, you make me sing. Your every line, your every word, your everything. You're a carousel, you're always wishing well, and you light me up when you ring my bell. You're a mystery, you're from outer space, you're every minute of my everyday. And I can't believe that I'm your man, and I get to kiss you, baby, just because I can. Whatever comes our way, I will see it through, and you know that's what our love can do. And in this crazy life, and through these crazy times, it's you, you make me sing. Your every line, your every word, your everything. And in this crazy life, and through these crazy times, it's you, you make me sing. Your every line, your every word, your everything, your every song, and I sing along, 'cause you're my everything. Yeah, yeah. So la 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 la. So la 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 la.
brought a lot of sunshine into my life. You filled me with happiness I never knew. You gave me more joy than I ever dreamed of. And no one can take the place of you. Well, this will be you and me. Yes, sorry, eternally. Hugging and squeezing and kissing and pleasing together forever, forever, whatever. Yeah, 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 yeah. You and me. So long as I'm living true love.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the beautiful Fairview Parkway. You guys all look so gorgeous today. All dressed up, cleaned up. We want to say thank you once again for this anticipated wedding. I know everybody's been waiting for this. And on behalf of the families, the Loftus family and the Wynn family, thank you for coming out here tonight. And I have the privilege of emceeing for this whole occasion. So thank you again to the bride and the groom. Are you guys ready for this event? Have you guys not had enough drinks? No. All right. So let me say something about Monique and Kevin. I want to say that with all the weddings I've done, I think they're probably like the best couple I've ever met. And we all know that, right? Yeah. Everybody know that? And I just want to like give a little history of how the two have met. And Monique and Kevin met in 2008, 10 years ago. Can you believe that? 10 years? And they met at James Madison University in Harrisburg, Virginia. After 5 years of friendship, they started dating in 2013. And I was a witness of that. I saw them literally the first time that they were dating. And after Monique's parents gave their blessing, Kevin proposed on their dating anniversary last year at Rose's Luxury in Washington, D.C. Isn't that great? Round of applause, everybody. And the ceremony took place earlier this evening with family and close friends. So for those of you who attended the wedding, I hope it was probably such a beautiful event. So you guys ready? I'm ready to announce the bridal party and the whole entire family. You guys awake? Too quiet. All right. Let's introduce the members of the family. First, the groom's family. Let's introduce the mother, Mrs. Connie Loftus. Beautiful as ever. Let's give a round of applause for the father, Mr. James Loftus, and his wife, Mrs. Gloria Loftus. Beautiful. All right, none other than his brother, only brother, Mr. Michael Loftus, who is in the wedding party and will appear later on. So we couldn't cut him in half. So, oh, there he is. There. The gorgeous, good-looking guy out here. All right, now we're introducing extended family standing at the table. So if I announce your name, please stand up. We have the family from Florida. Are we here? Yes, okay. Stepsister, Mrs. Angela Harriman. If you could please stand up and wave. And her husband, Mr. Alfonso Alavic. Next we have cousin Lissy Geruso. I tried my best. We have the next cousin, Mr. J.T. Geruso. Next we have Miss Gabby Jerome. And cousin Mrs. Danielle Myers, along with her husband, Mr. Jason Myers, and their two children, Aiden and Chase. Handsome guys. And there you go, that is the groom's family from Florida. Thank you for coming out tonight. And now we have the bride's family. Round of applause, everybody. let's bring out the parents of the bride, Mr. and Mrs. Shook Win. Now another, her only brother, probably the best guy in her life, who's probably done all this for her. Let's see, Mr. Paul Min Win, along with his wife, Candy Win, and their 3 children, Kaylin, Kara, and Carly. Now please keep in mind, Carly was part of the wedding. She was a flower girl today, so she looks absolutely beautiful. And now introducing the extended family standing at the tables, and this is the bride's family. Uncle and Aunt, Reverend and Mrs. Man Win. Are we there? Aunt from Tennessee, Dr. Min Tree Dang. Aunt from Colorado, Miss Kim Yu Yuen. Uncle from Pennsylvania, Mr. Chin Yuen. Cousins from Texas and their children, Dr. and Mrs. Joseph Dang. Cousins from Tennessee and their children, Drs. Gerald Dang. And from the sunny California, cousins Dr. Catherine Dang. Last but not least, from Colorado, the cousins from Colorado is Mr. Tan Dao and his children. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, once again, the groom's family and extended family and the bride's extended family. Round of applause for everybody. All right, so this next group is absolutely special. So we're gonna bring out the bridesmaids and the groomsmen. Let's bring out Han Wen and Alan Valapaka. You guys out here? All right, they're all out. Christine Wong and Lee Chen, Tan Wen and Fiji. Let's go, guys. The woman who is probably your best friend, the maid of honor, and the best man, whose brother Lisa Wynn and Mike Loftus. Mike is out here already, so where's Lisa at? Lisa's right there. Okay, we're introducing them again. Here we are. And are you guys ready? Because I have been waiting for this wedding all year. So, can we please all stand up? And do we have our poppers out on tables? Yes, grab those, please. There is a reason for that. And if you guys are all ready, please stand up and let's introduce our newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Kevin and Monique Loftus. Along with the beautiful ring barrier and flower girl. Woo! There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The two families unite. And let's now bring out Mr. and Mrs. Chip Wynn to give us a speech.
Thank you, Ajit. Good evening. Good evening. Sorry, I forgot my I'll take yours. Thank you all for joining us this evening to celebrate the marriage of my beautiful daughter Monique and my handsome new son-in-law Kevin. We would like to give a special thank you to families and friends who travel from other states, such as Colorado, Tennessee, California, Pennsylvania, Texas, and of course Florida, to be with us on this very happy occasion. Monique and Kevin, your mother and I are so proud of the people you have become, and are so happy to see our families coming together. We wish you a lifetime of happiness as a husband and wife. Connie, Jim, and Gloria, we want to thank you for raising such a fine young man. We are honored to celebrate our two families joining together as Monique and Kevin start their new journey in marriage. And to all of our guests, we hope you enjoy dinner and have a great evening. Thank you. I just passed the top guest part. Kính thưa quý vị và các bạn, thay mặt cho gia đình hai họ Quỳnh và Loftus, lời nói đầu tiên của chúng tôi trong buổi tối hôm nay là chân thành tri ân sự hiện diện của tất cả quý vị đã vui lòng đến chứng kiến và chúc mừng cho hai cháu Monique và Kevin trong ngày vui và trọng đại của hai cháu. Như quý vị và các bạn có thể đã biết, lễ đính hôn của hai cháu Monique và Kevin đã được tiến hành ngày 16 tháng 8 năm 2017 và hôn lễ chính thức đã được cử hành theo nghi thức tôn giáo lúc 5 giờ 30 chiều nay tại một trong các sảnh đường của Hotel Marriott này. Kính thưa quý vị và các bạn, do hoàn cảnh của chiến tranh và lịch sử, chúng ta khó lòng có thể tái hiện được hoàn toàn những lễ nghi truyền thống của dân tộc Việt trên đất nước của Hoa Kỳ. Nhưng các cháu và hai vợ chồng chúng tôi đã hết sức cố gắng để quý vị và có thể các bạn trong một giây phút nào đó của ngày hôm nay còn cảm nhận được một chút hồn Việt trong buổi tối mà hai nền văn hóa Đông Tây đã cùng hòa quyện với nhau. Chúng tôi vô cùng xúc động khi được nhìn thấy sự hiện diện của quý thân nhân và bằng hữu đến từ những tiểu bang rất xa xôi. Chúng tôi cũng ghi nhận sự hiện diện của những ân nhân và bằng hữu mà gia đình chúng tôi đã được hân hạnh quen biết từ dài 30 năm cho đến hơn nửa thế kỷ trước. Điển hình là các bạn trong gia đình thụ nhân của Viện Đại học Đà Lạt. Gia đình thụ nhân! Và những bằng hữu của nhà tôi từ trường trung học Bùi Thị Xuân. Có ai Bùi Thị Xuân đây không? Và của những người bạn trẻ thành đạt hiện đang sinh sống trong những ngôi nhà ngói rộng thênh thang nhưng mà vẫn thích khiêm tốn, tự nhận mình là xóm nhà lá. Xóm nhà lá đâu? Trong dịp tổ chức, chắc chắn chúng tôi không tránh được nhiều điều sơ thất. Kính mong quý vị và các bạn vì tình yêu thương dành cho hai cháu xin vui lòng thông cảm và bỏ qua cho. Sau đây, chúng tôi xin kính mời quý vị thưởng thức chương trình dạ tiệc cưới với những thức ăn Đông phương quen thuộc và một chương trình văn nghệ góp vui hoàn toàn do các thân hữu đóng góp. Xin cảm ơn một lần nữa tất cả quý vị và các bạn.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give another big round of applause for a beautiful, beautiful speech. Thank you so much for that. And now, while you guys are all up there waiting, we have a special surprise. And this surprise is going to bring out a lion dance performance. And we're going to bring out Hung Vung Lion Dance Team. They're out here ready to entertain you. And this is directed by Tony. Are you guys ready? Oh yes, come on, let's make some noise. Let's make some noise. Let's get that big kiss going now. Let's go. out there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's now please have the family and wedding party to their seats. Okay, right after they take their photos, we will announce the prayer for the evening. Okay, let's call on Pastor David Bullock to do our prayer for the evening, for God's grace.
Will you bow your heads with me as we pray? Dear God, we are so thankful to be a part and just honored to be a part of such an incredible day of celebration as we honor and join together with Kevin and Monique on this special day as we celebrate the union of their marriage. Lord, we just pray a special blessing upon them, that this night would be memorable, that be just an incredible night with their friends and family, Lord. And we just pray that the days would be long and fruitful and just be with them. Lord, we're so thankful. Bless this food to our bodies, and we just ask all these things in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor Bullock. Yes, we need to pray over today. So as the crew is bringing out food, please feel free to hit the bar, which is opening up in a few minutes.